Juice Wrold saw it coming, saw what coming. What?
You don't feel that way, do you?
So many questions as to how a seemingly healthy 21-year-old could die so unexpectedly.
Who wants to have another casualty?
Billboard Music Award goes to
Juice wasn't trying to be that. Juice just became that.
Juice WRLD.
Juice became the biggest thing in the world without trying, just making good music.
He's a platinum-selling artist, and his latest album, Death Race for Love, debuted at #1 on the Billboard charts.
This nigga's over here sword battling Drake for numbers and shit, son. Like,
#1 record with Lucid Dreams and the #1 album. How does that feel?
It's a crazy feeling. Like, everything is still kind of surreal. Like, it ain't really hit me yet.
How old are you, if you don't mind my asking?
19.
Do you feel like it's just beginning?
calculated it up, and it was like over 20 pills a day he was doing.
After a while, that becomes your sober. Like, you could function, but you're not yourself. And you black out at random times, and you come back at random times. How did I get here?
So you're telling us, bro, you have not gone to sleep since when, bro?
Yeah. Last 4 days, probably.
Yeah, man.
I want you to describe that single and that track that we're playing right now.
When you get to a certain point of intoxication, you're unable to operate. Like, your motor skills become very out of pocket. Realistically, doing drugs, you'll die. Your resistance to get high, you overdose and you over it.
How do you feel about death?
I think this is like a lot of stories about like other like musicians as well. Like, you hear a lot of musicians going to like addiction and drugs because of how stressful things are and like the expectations they have. I'm pretty sure, I'm not actually, you know what, I don't know. I was gonna say there's like the similar thing with XX, but I don't know if it's like a similar story. But I remember the story was like he went to buy like a bike or something and he didn't have like security. That's the thing they were talking about. For Juice, I don't remember how. I don't remember whose story that was though.
How did you get into rapping? How did you start rapping?
Grade school, I did a lot of sports. I played basketball, I played baseball. I was just average good, you know. At music, I was over average at, and I gave it my all and it came easy. Always just excelled in music, so why not take it as far as it could go? My mom she used to be super strict when I was like a little kid on the music I could listen to, and I used to go over to my cousin's crib and bump Wayne, Gucci, Jeezy, you know what I'm saying, everything. And I'd come back home and be reciting the lyrics in my head and forget some of them, and then I just add my own lyrics in there to fill it. I was like 4, 5 years old doing that. In 5th grade, I had this crush on this girl. She was like real life emo as fuck. And she said something about like a group of music she listened to, and I knew about them because of Tony Hawk. I went home and literally listened like all their shit, and I ended up liking it. Black Sabbath, Foo Fighters, Fall Out Boy, Senses Fail, Megadeth, Def Leppard, The Devil Wears Prada. I've been playing piano ever since I was like 4, and then guitar I picked up around like 7th or 8th grade. I started like freestyling when I was real young. I think maybe about 2nd or 3rd grade. I used to like freestyle with my neighbors. I used to say like wild ass shit to get people's attention and just try to come up with the most wildest punchlines and wordplay, trying to be as clever as possible. I used to do it all day. Freestyle. Like, I used to just, you know, rap all day. That's what I love to do. I used to record music on my phone in the basement. I always was able to freestyle very well.
He goes in and does the entire song. He goes, all right, run it back again. Does a whole different song. Then he goes, all right, run it back one more time. Whole different song again.
I heard the same.
Pick the best one.
Most of the songs I have out, I didn't actually write. Like, I freestyled it.
That interview with Benny Blanco was like, he did like 17 different songs or something. I think it was talking about Juice WRLD, like describing how he would like work in like his sessions with him. He would be like, he would do the best song. He would tell him, what do you think about this? And then he would do it again and it would be the best song you ever heard. I think that's like one of the songs he made. I forgot which one it was. I can't remember.
Improvised in the studio. I just sit down and listen to the beat, come up with ideas and patch them together into, you know, a piece of art. That's the easiest way for me to just kind of just vibe out, you know what I'm saying? Just freestyling.
That kid was so talented, man. His freestyle he did on Westwood where he rapped for an hour, like what the fuck?
Yeah. He makes total sense the entire time and is actually really like good, like intricate flow patterns. Like, to me, he was the best freestyle I've ever seen.
What about your new song, Robbery?
Freestyle.
In that moment, my jaw dropped. Like, I'm in a room with a guy who's gonna go down in history as one of the greatest artists of all time.
Originally Juice the Kid, right?
Yep.
How and why did it evolve from Juice the Kid into Juice World?
My Twitter was always Juice World, but that wasn't my name. It was Juice the Kid. And I looked at my Twitter and I was already like thinking about a different name to call myself, and I'm like, I just call myself Juice World. It came from the Tupac movie. I had the haircut, like the juice cut, like Tupac, the one that he had in the movie. And it came from Soulja Boy because he had a mixtape called Juice.
Why the spelling WRLD in all capitals?
That was like a social media handle. I couldn't spell it because somebody already had their name. It ended up being
Yeah, I feel like most of the time people who get like their usernames is like this. Like you type something and it doesn't work, so you have to like go around it, and it just becomes your thing. Like it sticks.
It's just for me like trying to take over the world.
And what's the relevance of 999?
999 represents taking whatever hell you're going through and turning it into something positive. It's
666, the devil thing. Yeah.
literally recording to me is like a drug. Like I can't get enough of it.
You always had issues with drugs even before you started to get famous and rich.
Yeah. All my life, I've had like ADD, so my mom has been putting me on Vyvanse and Adderall. I've been all the doctor's appointments.
What were you seeing?
I heard like there was like people who did like Adderall and Vyvanse and like outside of like rapping and stuff, and it like actually made them go schizo.
Concerned you as a mom?
Impulsiveness, that self-control that he just didn't have.
And I don't really agree with that shit, bro. I was in 5th grade getting diagnosed with ADD. How the fuck can you tell a 5th grader they have ADD? I did not like the way that shit made me feel. Oh, not on shit. For like 15 minutes, I'll be the most social person ever. I'll be cracking jokes, you know what I'm saying? Acting like a little ass kid, like I'm supposed to act. 15 minutes pass, and then all my personality will be gone. And I'll be like a zombie. That shit damn near ruined my childhood a little bit.
The way people described it to me was like it turns their brain off and it just like focuses on a point. Like it's like hyper focusing. I'm pretty sure people use like Adderall to play like games and get like a advantage on it because it literally tunnel visions you into one thing and it turns everything off but what you're doing, so you can like focus even harder on just that. I'm pretty sure it's like banned substance for playing games because it's like a performance enhancing drug. Because people, instead of using it for like their like actual illness, they use it for like playing games. I'm pretty sure there was like this thing where XQC would stream for like 20 hours and he would say he would only be able to stream for 20 hours because he would do Adderall.
One was Xanax. I used to fuck with Perks heavy too, but it was Xanax. That was what did it. I think that was like my first streak of being different. Everybody was smoking weed. It's like, bro, y'all taking Xans? Y'all popping pills? The fuck is wrong with y'all?
Yeah, the same thing happened with Lil Xan. His name was literally Xanax. Like he would make music and his name was Lil Xanax. And then he got, obviously, you can tell from his name, he's doing Xanax. Because that's his name. And then he did make good music, but then he just went full on. And
something that I was into early, low key, due to music. In 6th grade, 7th
I don't hear
grade,
any of his
I'm
music
songs
anymore.
about sipping lean. Those are like the real influential years. I feel like, especially for
Yeah, wasn't like one of his like album covers him talking about was like lean dripping. Was it Misery or something? Like the cover. Let's see. Or is it like, is it Misery or is it like? It starts with M. It's not Misery. It's something else. Misfit. Yeah.
boy. And that shit had me
How
wanting
was
to
it?
sip
I don't
lean
remember.
at like 11, 12 years old, bro. Music is
I
powerful,
don't remember the
bro.
music names. I
Drugs
remember
are
the
included in the culture now,
songs. I don't
unfortunately.
remember the
Popping
names.
pills is the
I just listen to
new
the songs.
weed. Overdosing is
Yeah.
the new high. And then one day I smoked some PCP.
Bruh.
And decided I was gonna become a rapper instead of a lawyer.
But it just happened so fast. It's like one day he was gone, you know, so I didn't have time to prepare, you know, that he's not gonna be here because he went from high school to Juice World.
And the Billboard Music Award goes to Juice WRLD.
And his latest album, Death Race for Love, debuted at #1 on the Billboard charts earlier this year.
Goodbye and Good Riddance just came out like a year ago.
Yeah.
You already got 7
Oy.
BBMA nominations off your first album.
It's a crazy feeling.
It's like every time I listen to like a Juice WRLD album or like a song, every time there's like a new song that comes up like on TikTok every single month that I haven't listened to. Obviously, I'm not gonna listen to all of it because I need to like, you know, when you listen to like some like artists like music and you only listen to like certain songs because you like them, and then you're like, you know what, I'm not gonna listen to any other ones, just these ones because they hit so hard. And then you randomly find like, if you're like on Spotify, it randomly adds it to your like rotation to your queue when you put it on like a smart shuffle. That's what it feels like listening to a new Juice WRLD song. It's like And that's my new favorite song now.
Everything is still kind of surreal. Like, it ain't really hit me yet, but it's just, you know, it's still a blessing, though. It feels like a blessing. I'm blessed to be here. I still see your shadows in my name.
I wrote Lucid Dreams in like 20 minutes.
You wrote it in 20 minutes?
Yeah.
Wow.
When you made that record, did you think?
Yeah, he was the one. I remember seeing him. People would rap about, like, in his song, he was like V-Lone on his back. And then there would be like this picture of like phase adapt, like wearing V-Lone with Juice WRLD. And I'd be like, oh, that's just like a thing. And then I'd never realized it was V-Lone.
Like,
ever.
this is it?
It was just another song. Like, obviously, I liked it enough to put it on the project, but I didn't think that was gonna be the smash.
The internet's on fire. You're all over these damn blogs, on my Twitter. What the hell you doing? What's the secret?
A lot of people hitting me up like, bro, you just went crazy. This is wild. You growing up. Like, my phone has been like vibrating nonstop.
Now, what was the idea and the feeling of lucid dream?
A lucid dream is like you being aware that you're dreaming and controlling the environment around you.
So I was having sleep paralysis, trying to lucid dream.
Do you feel under pressure to follow it up with a next song and keep that success level up?
I was to a point where I'm like, I'm finna make a biased ass statement.
These girls are the same. They're out in my brain, love. Think I need a change before I go insane, love.
It was just really expressing my feelings at that moment. Like, I made that song in the moment, and I kept it and dropped it because it was how I was feeling. Like, it was like pure emotion. I had no idea that Lucid Dreams and All Girls Are the Same were gonna blow up. I just thought they were, you know, just songs to post.
His numbers was crazy as fuck even when he was when he was alive. Battling Drake and The Weeknd and shit. Like, who? This nigga's over here sword battling Drake for numbers and shit, son. Like, for somebody like Juice, come on now, bro. That's crazy as fuck.
You had a #1 record with Lucid Dreams and a #1 album with Death Race for Love. How does that feel?
How old are you, if you don't mind my asking?
19.
19 years of age. Do you feel like it's just beginning?
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not gonna lie, every day I listen to all his music, every single day. Like, I don't think there's been a day since I found out who Juice WRLD was that I haven't listened to any of his songs. For sure, I have. If I might have my rap. Let me see if I can find it, because it should be on my Twitter. This is last year's, yeah. Pretty cool, no? Pretty good list, I'd say.
A search for a killer in South Florida after an up-and-coming rapper is shot dead. 20-year-old XXXTentacion killed in an apparent robbery.
This song is for Josh, this song is for Pete. It's for all the legends.
Explain to me what the EP What Too Soon is. Why was it important for you to drop that?
It was just my thoughts on just events, my outtake on it, my outlook on it.
I made that song the same night that he passed away. It's just the first thing that came out. I felt like it was very important to memorialize X and people because they are people that have changed music for everybody.
He was one of the most talented people that ever walked this earth, in my opinion, you know? Yeah, rest in peace to X, bro.
We're not gonna make it to 21. You don't feel that way, do you?
I feel like everybody dying young, not foreshadowing anything or wishing that upon myself.
I know.
So how do you not end up like X? How do you not end up like people?
You learn from people's mistakes. You learn from people's downfalls. You can save a lot of pain and struggle by learning from other people's shit. But sometimes you have to learn, you know, from your own mistakes.
I'm doing drugs. Peep died doing drugs. I'm famous. X basically got killed because he was famous.
It's a wake-up call, but to have a wake-up call is one thing, but to apply that to your life and change your life is another. But the people that was really doing that shit, it was before it was a fad. Like, it was before it was cool. So it's not as easy as saying it's not cool anymore and then hopping off of it, because at this point you're addicted. Your mind could be telling you fuck no, but your body is dependent. You know, they finna struggle or they don't see your worth type shit until it's too late. Motherfuckers gotta learn from the mistakes, like the fatal mistakes that people make, because I mean, who wants to have another casualty?
You're going through all this success, things are happening all around you. What's your biggest fear?
My biggest fear is failing everybody.
His career takes off, and then the addiction gets worse.
People like don't realize, like, yeah, he would do pills, but like it wasn't that many at first when we were first starting to hang out. But then like towards the end, it was a lot.
Before you started getting famous, though, you were probably limited on money and resources in terms of getting fucked up. And then all of a sudden you got too much money.
Thing, no?
And getting fucked up is cheap.
My life is like 100% faster and just flashy. You know what I'm saying? Like everything's in my face all the time. And I don't know. It's going to take some adjusting, but I'm with it. Like this is what I want to do. So
Once you start getting so much money, you can start doing so many things, and so many things start coming at you at one time. You feel me?
just because you got money don't mean that shit don't solve nothing. Money is the answer to certain problems, but it is not the answer to those type of problems. 10, 11, 20?
Is that GTA like story mode?
Yeah, nigga Riz. No, I'm a junkie.
He just didn't have the people in place to just tell him to stop. He just didn't have that support system in place.
It's lonely at the top. All my friends, I don't got all my friends no more. Like, I could probably count my friends on one hand. That's why I gotta have like a support system around me to just keep me grounded, cause this shit really drive you crazy.
Juice World in the building right now. Strash Chicago, welcome, hermano.
Yo, what's good, what's good?
So you were telling us, bro, you have not gone to sleep. Since when, bro?
Yeah, last 4 days probably. Yeah, man.
Oh, he's starting to sound like Lil Wayne. That's like the worst thing that could happen. You don't want to sound like Lil Wayne when you're like this.
But I want you to describe that single.
Hey, what I mean is Lil Wayne is not a bad thing. It's like, it's the voice you get when you're so depleted that you sound like that. But Lil Wayne just sounds like Lil Wayne. That's the difference.
And that track that we're playing right now.
That before his passing, he told you that he made the decision to get professional help.
He did. I think he was still doing pills, but he told me he was ready to get help.
Really just becoming a healthier person. That's obviously like an obstacle, but I'm getting there, so.
At what point do you get help?
If you get help yourself, that's some grown man shit. I feel like you can look in the mirror and call yourself a grown man and be proud. But that's hard. My relationship with drugs now, I try my best to stay away from them, you know. That's pretty much what I can say about it. I'm learning from my mistakes.
He couldn't just stop. If he just stopped, his withdrawals would have killed him.
I would tell myself to stay as far away from drugs as possible. I don't know if this is going to vlog or not, but this is all you need in life.
Nah, don't throw that.
We calculated it up, and it was like over 20 pills a day.
But who's getting him these pills? You can't just get them.
Fried. After a while, that becomes your sober. Like, you could function, but you're not yourself. And you black out at random times, and you come back at random times. How did I get here?
It was just too much. You know what I mean? Like, especially with the pills, and you know, it's just too much.
I don't get the whole lean thing. Like, how do you do lean knowing that it's like it can kill you right away?
It depends on your usage, bro. Like, some people could drink casually, sip casually all their lives and be perfectly okay. I feel like it's a gift and a curse. It opens doors for you to feel emotions that you probably wouldn't usually feel with a sober mindset. But at the same time, that shit can destroy you, utterly destroy you. When you get to a certain point of intoxication, you're unable to operate. Like, your motor skills become very out of pocket. Realistically, doing drugs, you'll die. Your resistance to get high, you overdose and you over it.
How do you feel about death?
There's like I'm pretty sure there's like a lot of rappers that have these problems. Like a lot of them like sip and stuff. Like even like some streamers and creators that are very big.
And videographer or whatever. So this weekend we're going to Chicago to celebrate his birthday.
We were going back to Chicago for his birthday. He had a pint of lean, and it was hidden in my room. When I got back to the house, that was gone. So while I was gone, I'm pretty sure he drank that whole pint. And then the combination with the pills that he took. We were late for the plane. We were like really late for the plane, like 6 hours late. It was weird. That plane ride was weird. I actually had a bad feeling immediately. The pilot was acting weird. The stewardess lady was acting weird. And I just felt something off. Once we started getting closer to Chicago and we started getting service on our phones, our security guard texted the group chat, cops are here, and they have a dog. I sat down, we landed. Like, I was basically just mentally preparing myself. Like, I knew I had to go probably spend the night in jail or whatever. The cops kind of just grabbed us all and put us, just handcuffed us all together, arm to arm. And that's when like all the chaos broke loose, started having a seizure right there in the lobby, like as they were like searching the bags and stuff like that. He made this weird noise. It was like something I've never heard. I was like, what the fuck is that? Like I didn't know, you know what I mean? Like a weird groaning noise or whatever. And then all of a sudden I look and he was just on the ground. We're all handcuffed together and everybody's like still freaking out, looking away. And I couldn't look away.
And turn to the sudden and shocking death of rap star Juice WRLD. The 21-year-old, who was named Billboard's Best New Artist this year, suffered a medical emergency at Chicago's Midway Airport. Tribute streaming in this morning, and Eva Pilgrim is here with the latest. Good morning, Eva.
This morning, so many questions as to how a seemingly healthy 21-year-old could die so unexpectedly.
Late Chicago rapper Juice WRLD died as a result of oxycodone and codeine toxicity. That's according to the Cook County Medical Examiner's Office today. He suffered the medical emergency at Midway Airport as federal agents searched the luggage on board the private jet that he was on.
And in another cryptic tweet he shared just last week, Juice wrote, quote, "This life is yours. Do what the F you want to do. Great things and change the world. Don't let no one tell you shit. And you'll be bigger than Juice WRLD will ever be, and he's going down as a legend."
Well, it's hard watching these type of videos because it's like you see the person, but you know they're dead. So it's like looking at somebody that isn't alive anymore. It's just
I hope everybody having a good day. I hope everybody accomplished something significant. Even if you didn't accomplish anything significant, don't be discouraged. Just aim to accomplish something significant tomorrow and the next day, and so on. If anybody's going through anything, I hope and I pray that you get through it. And just know that you do have the strength to get through whatever the fuck you're going through, no matter what it is.
One of the strangest days of my life, Juice was supposed to perform, but they turned it into a tribute show. And I went out there, I just pressed play, and I just saw like every single kid singing every word. I don't even think he knew how much he meant to all these kids. And he was really like a voice of that generation.
I'm like, wow, all these kids are really here just teed up because of me.
Crazy moment that I was like doing a tribute to him at Rolling Loud. It was just super crazy, man.
I feel like to be on this earth for such a short amount of time and be able to impact that many people, that's special.
He was like a real global superstar mogul for like the kids that were like misunderstood and the lost and the hopeless and stuff like that.
Why should people care about Juice WRLD? Why should people care?
I feel like they should care about me because I care about them.
His album that was released posthumously last month debuted #1. He's still speaking to these fans who are also struggling with anxiety and depression.
His album.
Okay, I gotta say the weirdest thing I ever saw was like new Juice WRLD song getting released and he was not alive. That shit like blew my mind when I realized like the like companies, the like studio, the labels would release songs that were unreleased because they're scheduled to release. I did not realize. I thought, you know how like when a YouTuber releases their video, I used to think they would press like, okay, public. They schedule it. So it's like a video is like scheduled, like a music video is like scheduled, the song is like scheduled to be released like years down in advance, and they have like this whole contract before, and I never realized that. And I would see like his songs getting released, and I'd be like, how? Yeah.
Was streamed by Spotify 5.9 billion times, which made him the fourth most streamed artist in the world.
For the rest of my life, for the rest of your life, and for the rest of everyone's life who's watching this right now, every minute of every day, for the rest of all of our lives, someone in the world will be playing a Juice WRLD song. He's here forever, and he's not going anywhere.
You know, as a mom, you can't help it. You know, you can't help but wonder, you know, where his career would be, you know, where his life would be at this point. In my head, I would say, you know, he wouldn't be struggling anymore with drugs. You know, he would have conquered that and just living his best life. So, yeah, I have that picture in my head.
Success is me waking up every day and for me to do, like, me being able to do whatever the fuck I want comfortably.
without having to worry about anything. If I want to wake up and donate $10 billion to a charity, I can without having to feel like, damn, that shit just hurt my pockets. You know what I'm saying?
Be strong no matter what you're going through. If you need help, seek help. Whether if you're on a professional help, seek help surround yourself with people that'll help you, that'll listen to you, that got your best interest. You're not alone. Going through anything that you're going through, you're not alone. Anything negative that's going on is always going to be something positive here.
You could do anything you put your mind to, period. As long as you work hard, give it your all, and don't listen to what anybody got to say. It's your world. You could do what you want.
Whatever you want to do in life, find something that you don't mind doing for the rest of your life. And even if it seems like it's impossible, it's very, very possible. So if you have a big goal, just chip away at it until you get to where you need to be. I think that's what life is about. Truly finding yourself. And then closing your eyes and dying in your sleep. Where am I at? I'm in paradise. I'm actually FaceTiming, not FaceTiming, I'm slow. I'm on Instagram Live from heaven. Huh. I made it, y'all. I'm up here. Boy.
That's a good video. True. That'll make a grown man cry. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, people realize like how crazy like it is certain things, like the amount of like things that you'd like, you know how there's like there's another video that I'm gonna watch after this, but it's like some people talk about like how like certain people save certain people's lives purely because of just making things, like making different types of art. That's like goes for like streamers and content creators. But some of the biggest like impacts people have is by music, and Juice World is one of them. Like for some people, it helped them get through like the worst times in their lives. Like for example, what was the name of the song? Like what was his name? 1-800 by Logic. There was literally in my like undergrad, one of the things we had to do was music, world music, and one of the things that we talked about in class was 1-800. Like I talked about it, like we had the presentation. I brought up the topic of 1-800 and the impact the song had, because the song was literally, the name of the song was the helpline. And we, in our exam, final exam of our undergrad, one of the questions was, what was the purpose of 1-800 and what was the impact it had? And we had to write the answer of it, like how it helped you. Let me see if I can find the song. Also, yeah, I found it. Don't know how to explain it. Literally went through like the craziest time in my uni, and I would listen to this like in the last like months before my uni ends. Like every time my uni, like my experiences with universities have been the worst in my life. Like it's literally unexpectedly the worst experience I've ever had every time, no matter which university it is. For some reason, the people I meet, except for like a few, for like 2 or 3 people, is literally like actual scum of the earth. It's literally the worst experience you could ever have in history, and somehow it only happens with me. I don't know why. Like it is the saddest times ever. Like literally the worst year ever. It's literally every time I go to uni or any university to like learn or study anything with other people is literally the worst year of my life. Literally. Like it's actually abominable how shit stuff is for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know how. The whole year is garbage, and then the final like assignment we have to do, like a final year project or something that we have, that's like the most important. I get like actual like the god squad, and we get like a perfect score on our exams, on our assignment. Like my undergrad, we got 100 out of 100. My masters, we got 100 out of 100. Like it is some like insane level of like all collection of like the worst luck, and then the final semester and the final assignment is like, here is the reward for all your suffering.